Exodus 8. Frogs, Lice, and Flies. Summary. The Lord sent a plague of frogs on Egypt. Pharaoh begged for relief but then hardened his heart. The Lord sent goats and then flies. God, Moses, and Aaron again team up to dump thousands and thousands of frogs onto the Egyptians. Pharaoh magically can reproduce the miracles only worsening the problem. Next pledge, cuts. Millions and billions and millions of cuts everywhere, on animal, people, and the workers. As if cuts weren't enough, get ready for pledge 4. Flies everywhere. Moses asks God to lift the fly pledge, and God does it. Pharaoh again hardened his heart and would not let the people go. The important summary here is the Lord sent a pledge of frog on Egypt. Pharaoh begged for relief, but then hardened his heart. The Lord sent gods and then flies. Repeated words are Lord 22 times, Moses 16 times, and people 19 times. Questions and answers. What was the second pledge? Frogs. Frogs was significant because frogs everywhere would be definitely be a nuisance. What does verse 20 indicate about the state of the Nile at this point? Verse 20 indicates that the Nile was no longer blood since it says Pharaoh was going out to the water, likely to bath or refresh himself in its coolness. His God had mercifully restored the Nile instead of compounding the pledge as he could have done. Two insignificant comments are Pharaoh is here first threat and then pledges with frog, as afterwards in this chapter with lice and flies, little despicable inconsiderable animals, and yet by their vast numbers redeemed souls pledged to the Egyptians. Three pledges of the Egyptian are flies, lice, and frogs. The two insignificant translation frogs here again in the general use of the article design the class frogs. The third pledge of the brief, the announcer Moses and Aaron was simply to strike the dust so that it would become gods. Not only was this pledge announced, but also it was not duplicated by the Egyptians. So the two insignificant are frogs and gods. So this answer for the question, what does Exodus 8 show us about God? Exodus 8 shows us interesting contrast between the character and the purpose of God for his people and the resistance put up by the Pharaoh to threaten God's plan. The second question is, what does the Exodus 8 show us about people? That people are cruel and they don't care about God. These are my characters. I got from Bible.org, BibleStudy.tool, and the pictures. Here's are my three pictures. They're about the three pledge: frog, flies, and lice. So I put up a picture about the frog, the flies, and the lice. So thank you for listening and goodbye.